Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video today, I have a mod. This is not about a new car, this is about a mod. I don't know if this mod has ever been done. This could be the first time that this has been done ever. I don't record anybody ever doing this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I might be the first person to do this. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so I'm back. Now, for those of you who already are subscribers, you already know the deal. But if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that whenever I drop a new upload, you guys will be the first to see it. So, today we're going to be talking about the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Now, there are things to be said about the Hellcat that we all know and love, from its horsepower to its wide body stance to everything we love about the Dodge Challenger, even the engine. But today we're going to be talking about something completely different for the Dodge Challenger, and that is the convertible. Now, a lot of you know that the convertible, you can't buy it straight. It's not going to be on the dealership floor or anything like that. You have to order the convertible, and that is the truest of what they say about the Dodge Challenger, is that they don't come straight from the factory floor, that you have to order it. So with that being said, I have some points here that I wanted to discuss, because I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did, and I'm going to show you the process in which I did it. But let's go over some things first so you'll be able to get an understanding of it. And also, I wanted to show you guys this here. Now, if you look at these convertibles here, these are some very nice Challenger convertibles, starting with this black one here. It's a beautiful black convertible with the brown interior. Love it. It's a beautiful car. And you go from that to this yellow convertible, also with the black wheels, black interior, black on black. No, I love black on black. Then we go to the red one with the black hood ornament on top. We got the black air vent on top of the hood. And then we go from that one to the burgundy one. So you can see the burgundy one is very nice, has the black wheels as well. And then from the burgundy one, we go with this one, the purple one. This is not necessarily a plum crazy purple, but it's definitely a different purple right here. And then from the purple, matter of fact, the purple actually has purple seats in it too as well. But then we go from the purple one to the black one. And black on black, This looked like it has some red. I can see some red down in the seats. But the one thing that all of these have in common is that they're all convertibles. Now, we're going to discuss for a second exactly how you get a convertible from Dodge. And this is how they do it. Let's look at the first point here. It says, the Dodge Challenger convertible is a factory authorized custom modification, not a direct factory build. While you can order them through Dodge dealerships, the hardtop cars are shipped to Florida-based converter Drop Top Customs to be modified before delivery. So, already is letting you know that you can order it through Dodge, but in the process, they ship them to Florida so that they can be converted to the convertible. Now, let's look at the next point in this here. Process. The cars are built at Brampton, Ontario factory, then sent directly to Drop Top Customs for the conversion. So it's a process. So it's going to be a minute before you receive your Challenger convertible. Next point here. Availability. As of 2022, Dodge allowed dealers to place third-party orders for the 2022 and 2023 model years, creating an expedited process. Okay? So that gives it more availability for your convertibles, and also it makes the process even faster for you to get your convertible. Next point here. Cost and features. The conversion costs approximately $26,000 extra and includes structural base bracing, a hydraulic soft top, and a heated glass rear window. So it comes with all of those features so that it looks like a genuine convertible, as if it came like that, but we know it was custom built. Next point. The warranty. The convertible top mechanism is covered by Drop Top Customs, not the standard Dodge new vehicle warranty. Okay? So with that point, basically what they're telling you is because you're getting a car modified, that Dodge is not responsible to cover that. So that is only covered by Drop Top Customs, the people who are modifying the car. So Dodge has nothing to do with that. The only thing they do is put in the order, and then they send it to Drop Top Customs to be customized, to be modified, because the car is no longer being purchased as it was intended to be, which was a hardtop. So now you want to change the dynamics of that. Dodge is no longer responsible for that. Therefore, it's not a part of your warranty for the car because the car has been modified. Next point. The Challenger was never designed for a convertible roof, making this aftermarket approach necessary. See? So that right there automatically tells you this car was never meant to be a convertible. It was always a hardtop. Even back in the day, it was a hardtop. But that's the thing. Once the modification process comes in, the car can no longer be under the dealership's warranty because the car has been modified, especially since the fact that you have already changed the dynamics of this car. So those are just a few of the points of this Challenger convertible. So let's go to the next phase, and now we're going to start to talk about what I've done to my convertible. Okay, so we're back. So now, as you can see, I have a box sitting here on top of the table. This is just one of my boxes that I just threw some stuff in. Now, if you notice, here is the top to my Challenger. This is my top right here. So you can see exactly where it is. Now, I was able to make some good cuts off of it, you know, especially up here. And then I had to run across here for the other two cuts to get the top off. But it made some really good cuts. It made some really good cuts. And to do that, I know you guys know about this machine right here, the Dremel. So I have a Dremel, and as you can see, it has many different purposes. Here, as you can see, it has very different purposes at which it can do different things. And so the purpose of this exercise in particular is to get the top cut off. Now, as you can see, this is my machine here. So this is the switch for it. And right here in the box, this is the blade that comes with the Dremel machine. And you can see it's about as thick as a dime. It's about as thick as a dime, and probably as big as a 50-cent piece. Yeah, it's probably as big as a 50-cent piece. So, yeah, it's as big as a 50-cent piece, but the thickness of a dime. And this blade goes in the top here, and you take your wrench, which is this here, and then you hold this button to lock it, and then you could turn it and screw it in, and it will tighten up. And so with this blade, I was able to make a precision cut going across the top here of my Challenger, and then turning the car to the side, and then making a precision cut through here, and then turning it to the other side to make another precision cut through here. Now, while doing that, you know, there were, you know, a little bit of things that did not possibly come off all that much, but with that being said, I had to make some adjustments, and I also, with this Dremel machine, it comes with a box, and it has a lot of other pieces in there that you could use as well, depending on what it is you were trying to do. So I use this, but I also purchased a cutter starting kit. And the cutter starting kit comes with 5 of these little blades here. And this was perfect. I bought these at Walmart, and this is perfect for what you're trying to do when you're trying to cut the car and everything. So that is how I was able to get the cut done on my Challenger. So that was the process. Now remember, when you use this Dremel machine, it is always best to have your protective equipment on. Most importantly, it's important that you wear eye goggles, eye protection. Please, people, wear some eye protection when using these type of machines, because you're cutting into metal. So you got to understand, with that metal flying around through that blade, there are little pieces and filaments of that metal that is flying around, and it could possibly get in your eye. So please be careful when using these Dremel machines, especially when you are cutting. Wear eye protection. I can't stress that enough. Please wear eye protection if you are planning to use a machine such as this, or you're planning to do something like this. Even when making cuts, sometimes they can create sparks. So please be careful, people. Wear the proper protective equipment to protect your eyes and your hands and yourself, okay? So that you don't cut your hand or get anything in your eyes. So, with that being said, that is the process in which I used to cut my roof. Okay, so now that I have explained all of that to you guys, and now you've seen the process in which goes into, as far as the real convertible, because like I said, you can't get them at the dealership on the floor. It goes through a secondhand company to get them modified to a convertible. But here is the moment that you guys have been waiting for. I've done this, and I couldn't be much happier the way this thing turned out. And you guys are about to see something great. Check this out. Okay, guys, so that is the big reveal. I hope you guys like what I did to this convertible, to this Challenger, changing it into a convertible. Of course, I used a piece of leather material for the back piece here. I also stuffed like another piece of material under it so it can have like that that hump look under it. So it looks like it's a cover, like it's a top under the cover. And then as you can see, I also took that same material and made seat belts on the inside as well. You can see it all has seat belts. And then you can see the custom Hellcat floor rugs that I made, the custom floor mats that I made for the car. And of course you could see I did a different color on the interior, which was a dark red. And I thought that was perfect for the interior in this car. And I like the fact that the seats lean back in this car. So not only do they sit up, but they also lean back too. So if you want the seats to lean back, I know a lot of the younger generation likes their seats to be leaned back when they drive. I know a lot of them drive with their seats leaned back. But yeah, that is the feature that this has. I also had to custom make my own sun visors for the convertible. I had to also custom make those. So I think this convertible came out great. The cut was very nice. I think it made a pretty good cut. It also gave me substantial room to be able to open and close the trunk with no problem. I like the fact that I was able to do that. Also, I think in general, I think it just looks really great. I think it looks good. I like the windows up, top down effect. I love that. You know, I could have easily taken the windows out when I had the door panels off to give it a, you know, non-window convertible look. But I like the windows in better. I love the windows raised. If this is something you plan to do, you can always take the windows out. And I felt like the windows look great in there. They do have screws in the door panels, so you got to take the screws out of the door panels before you can remove the windows. It's just me personally. I thought the windows was a great addition to having a convertible top with the windows raised up. I like that effect. So, you know, what do you guys think about my Dodge Challenger convertible? I think it's a beautiful looking car. I love the look of it. And let me tell you guys, I have plenty of Challengers in my collection. All of them, with the exception, it used to be this one, but I have another one. As a matter of fact, if you go back a few videos, I have a Challenger that I bought that was black and gold with the gold Hellcat logo on the side. I haven't done anything to that, but I think the exception with the gold and black Challenger, all of my other Challengers are custom. I believe all of them are custom. I don't think, no, I still have one, and that is yellow. I have a yellow Challenger that I did not customize. I have yet to do anything to that one. So right now, I'm not really sure what I want to do with that just yet. But, yeah, other than that yellow Challenger and that black and gold one I have, All the rest of my Challengers are custom. I've customized all my Challengers. Um, yeah, and this one now is part of the collection. So, you guys let me know what you think about this hardtop turn convertible Challenger, and tell me, guys, if you like it. And you know, if it's the first time you actually seen somebody do this type of mod to it, you know, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this convertible. I think it's very nice. It came out really good. It came out actually the way I wanted it to. So I cannot complain about that. You know, it is a good looking car. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Challenger convertible. I'm happy to show it to you guys and show you how it came out. You know, I don't know how too many people feel about the convertible, at least the real convertible in real life. People have different opinions about it, but I think for the most part, a lot of people actually like those convertibles. Um, so, you know, what do you think about the Challenger convertibles? You know, in particular, what do you think about what I did to my Challenger in turning it into a convertible? You know, I wanted to show you guys exactly what I did and how I did it, so that if one day you decide that you want to build your own or custom mod your own Challenger into a convertible, you guys would already have the tools and knowledge on how to do it. So that way you can custom build your own. So, with that being said, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about my Challenger convertible. And as always, I love you guys and thank you for watching. And until next time, I will catch you guys in the next episode.